Hello comrades! Today we'll be going through a quad focused leg day. I'll see you in the gym.
Just starting with some kickbacks, squeezing at the peak of every single rep. And when we're doing this, we're also screaming our hamstrings. Now, cross body, quad, high knees. Now some squats. And at the top, we're squeezing our glutes. Go a bit lower. There we go. Why are you squatting like an old person? There you go.
I have no sleep, running on no sleep.
Running on no sleep.
That's a Christmas miracle, that is. All right, just resting there. And starting again. Cross body, kickbacks. It's mandatory that you do a twirly whirly.
I was gonna say, why are you turning around?
It's mandatory. It adds extra dynamic muscular contraction. All right, now again, high knees. All right, so let's get into the first working exercise. Okay, comrades, the first exercise is an absolute whopper. The king of all kings when it comes to quad development, the plate-loaded hack squats. Not just any hack squats, this is like the GOAT, the creme de la creme, whatever you want to call it. But, setting up, make sure your back is nice and flat, driving all the way back with your shoulders to make sure that your scapula is also flat on the bench. Now with your feet just outside of shoulder width, you want to make sure it's high enough so that when you come down, see how my knees don't exceed my feet? That's exactly what you want to see on the way down as well. Driving up through the sole of your feet, maintaining this tempo, muscular contraction from start to finish. This is my first working set as well. So I'm just going to aim for 15 reps, 20 kilos each side. Last three. Bloody hell, this is already challenging, far out. Last one. Starting set number 2, still on the plate loaded hack squats. Jumping right into 2 plates aside now. This is where we start getting into business. I'm going to be aiming for 12 repetitions, still a tempo of 3 seconds on the way down, driving to the sole of my feet for 1 second on the concentric, which is on the way up. 2, 3, up, 1. So that's the tempo right there. 2, 3. Nice. Eight, last 4. And last one, come on. Nice. So that actually felt really, really easy. Might even be able to get a personal best here today. We'll see how we go. Fourth and final set here in the hack squat. I am gonna attempt a personal best. It's very hard for me to come by personal bests, especially at my training age. I've been training for just over 9 years, 9.5 years. So getting a personal best, especially on an exercise like this, is very hard to come by and challenging. So we're gonna attempt that. We are gonna attempt that. 8 to 10 reps Here we go. 5 year Susans. I'm not going to be doing much talking. Easy. Oh my God. Lucky that was the hardest part. Yeah, so we got a personal best. I think I can do heavier next time as well. So I was lifting 3 20s, a 5 each side plus an extra 2.5 each side. I did 10 reps, I believe. And in the future, if you're gonna increase weight, make sure your tempo remains consistent like you saw now. Moving on to the next exercise. Right, moving into exercise number 2. Nice and simple, just static dumbbell lunges, or as some people like to call it, split squats. Coming all the way down, driving through the sole of your feet, maintaining the same technique and setup from start to finish. Now, to get more range of motion on the way down, if you look at my left leg or the knee that's hitting the floor, I'm dragging it out to the side a bit. That way on the way down, my right knee, so the knee I'm working, can get closer to the floor and more range of motion. I'm going to be aiming for 10 each side, just starting nice and light. That way I can demonstrate 8 kilo dumbbells. And switching sides, same thing. Oh my gosh. 9, 10. Shit. Very nice. Okay, third and final set here on the static lunges. Both the second and final set are the same weights, 12.5 each side, and again, 10 reps each side. Leaning slightly forward with my torso. I'm driving here to the sole of my feet, squeezing my glutes as hard as I can. Resting 10 seconds. And then switching now. Continuing. Right. Okay, so moving on to the third exercise, the machine leg extensions. Now I'm recording in this format, this voiceover, because the music got way too loud. We're in the studio now and you can still hear it. It's pretty much on maximum volume, so there was no point of us talking as we usually would. What I'll do is just run you through exactly what I did. On my first set, I did 41 kilos for 20 reps. Then I moved to my second set where I did 72 kilos again for 15 reps, plus a drop set. And on my third and final set, which is what you're seeing on screen now, I did 82 kilos plus a drop set plus another drop set. Right, now we're going to jump right into the fourth and final exercise of the workout. Okay, comrades, the fourth and final exercise of the workout, the standing dumbbell calf raises. I'm going to be doing 10 reps each side, and what I've done is bring 2 plates here to elevate my calves. That way, on the way down, like you're going to be seeing now, I can get the full extension in my calves on the way down. Also, driving up, by the way, I'm using 14 kilos. Driving up, on the way up, you want to squeeze, pause, and control your tempo on the way down for, at the very bare minimum, 3 seconds. Then pause on the bottom as well. So up, squeeze, 2, 3, pause, full extension, up, squeeze, 2, 3. This is the tempo you want to maintain. This is the technique you also want to maintain. As you can see here as well, my dumbbell is in front of my body. This is how you feel the additional weight in your calves. Otherwise, if it's here to the side, you're not really, I mean, technically you are, but you don't want your shoulders to fatigue before your calves. This puts your shoulders in a neutral position. You have to do this exercise if you haven't, but it's not just me saying it. Scientifically, this exercise has the highest muscle activation in your calves. So you can pretty much, if you're a beginner, you can start doing this exercise from day one and never have to change again. All you do, you can change the amount of plates you have, the tempo, the contraction on the peak like I'm doing now, or of course the weight. And where I was going with that, you can always see progress in your calves. So, last one, perfecto. Moving on to the third and final set here on the standing calf raises. Every single set was done with the 14 kilogram dumbbell, and every single set was 10 reps each side. Tempo the same, range of motion the same, and full extension on the way down, pausing, and contraction on the peak all remained the same. To be fair, guys, this was an absolute whopper of a session. Our workout was literally 2 hours long, but that included all the camera work, all the recordings, all the warm-up. We didn't even show you the cardio in the beginning, and every single working set is the correct term. I'm going to do an isometric hold on the top and hold it here. Okay. That's going to wrap up the juicy quad focused leg day for today. Ended on one personal best. To be fair, that's up there in the top 5 workouts of this year. And we're in December, so bloody brilliant. Thanks for watching. See you comrades in the next video.